Hey everybody, I'm the old man, and this is Final Fight, part whatever I've deemed it to be in my Let's Play Arcade Classics. Um, this is a Super Nintendo version because that's what I have access to, as I have said before. And we're just gonna do a little Final Fight here. Probably one of the defining games of the '90s in terms of arcades, along with Street Fighter 2. And of course, Final Fight introduced game after game after game of 2D action brawlers. And it's easy to see why. It's easy. It's a good quarter muncher. Very good at stealing your quarters. And but it's fun too. I mean, it's fun to just beat up on dudes. There's not a lot to it, so you're not, it's not like Street Fighter where there's a ton of moves. You just punch, jump, kick. I think there's punch, jump, special moves is what there is. And I am being Hagar because of course I am. He is the best one to be. This version doesn't have Guy in it, but that's fine because I don't care about Guy. I never have and never was Guy. I will always be Hagar. Final Fight did have a couple of like Super Nintendo only sequels. And I think 2 is pretty good. I remember 2 being okay. I mean, it's the same game basically, just in sort of different settings. I did beat this once. I had a friend who came over and we were just chatting and playing this, and I had it on like some arcade collection. And and I had it on some arcade collection. And get Wong Hu. It's my first death, which is about what I expect. I can usually make it to maybe level 2. And when you get caught in these punches, boy, there's no getting out of it. I can't remember what I was saying. Other than, yeah, 2D brawler. Oh my word, dude! Get off me. 2D brawlers, it's good stuff. Oh yeah, no, okay, I remember now. I was playing it with a friend, and we were just chatting, and we beat it because it was on a collection. We should really have a couple more collections, and I really wish that PlayStation 4 had a lot more backwards compatibility than it does now, because the Xbox 360 is awesome with that. I mean, they have a lot of backwards compatibility, which is, makes me jealous, because even though I'm pretty happy with PlayStation overall, really backwards compatibility, it's not that hard. I don't even need necessarily the PlayStation 3 stuff. If I could even just have some of the PlayStation 1 games that I bought on the PlayStation Network, that would be good too. This guy in the arcade version is named Damned, I think. And I think that these little punk guys were girls, and they were actually trans girls that they replaced. Probably because back in the day, Nintendo was pretty much wanting to do anything to get rid of controversy, which was understandable. Video games were a new medium, and die. Yeah, see, we wouldn't actually win you wouldn't win in a fair fight. You have to call in your buddies. And I'm not sure, like I said, I think usually get into the actual subway of this particular game, and then I don't usually get much farther than that. And on 1 credit anyway. I think this has limited continues too, which I think is kind of stupid because it's an arcade port, so it should have many. There was a cool beat 'em up, and I played it in Ocean City many years ago, and it was like 2 punk looking dudes, and they like picked up cars and pulled stuff out of the pulled electric poles out of the ground and stuff, and all sorts of cool stuff. And I have never, for the life of me, been able to find that game. I don't know why, but you jerk. I don't know what it's called, and I haven't been able to find it because I would so want to play it. So if anybody knows what that is, it's two punk guys, and they pick up cars and all sorts of different things and throw them. And if you know what that's called, leave in a comment so I can know too. This particular version of this game, this was one of my first Super Nintendo games, and it was because I actually knew that I was getting a Super Nintendo because I snooped in my presents, and so my friend had it, and I said, "Hey, let me borrow that." So I had Final Fantasy II and Final Fight were my first two Super Nintendo games back in '92. '92 that was. Hey fellers, I know you're just sitting there, but you're gonna get punched. I am using my super move probably way too much. Now, did they always back off like this? I don't remember them backing off quite so much. But that's fine. But yeah, in the arcades in the 90s, pretty much beat 'em ups and fighting games. That was what there was. And sometimes it had a Neo Geo machine, and if you were lucky, that Neo Geo machine had something other than Samurai Showdown on it. Because I wasn't a huge fan of Samurai Showdown or fighting games in general. I'm not good at them. The only reason why I have a fighting game in my PS4 collection is because it's something that Lexi and I can play together, my daughter. Other than that, I don't really have a. I never really liked fighting games. Because it's just I never seem to be able to do very well at them. My problem is that like I think sometimes people enjoy playing them and they get to the point where like the moves and the combos and everything are kind of second nature. And I have never gotten to that point, like ever. I never got to that point. I'm always concentrating on doing my moves and not really concentrated on what anything else is going on at the time. And so that makes playing a game like that a lot harder than it normally would be. Because I'm not, like I said, not paying attention to what I should be doing. I'm paying attention to what like half circle forward punch is what I'm paying attention to, not fighting the guy that I'm fighting. Hagar's still my favorite. It doesn't matter that we're not getting very far. That I die all the time. Of course, I would die all the time with Cody because it's a quarter muncher. That's what happens in quarter munchers. Oh, really? Man, I gotta get something here. Not a knife. I don't really want a knife. And some of the thinner guys can use the knives. Like, they'll use them as permanent weapons, whereas I haven't seen a dang weapon yet. Oh, man. Well, that's it. I got about as far as I normally get on one credit. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more arcade classics.